Hypnotism actually can be considered to be the mental process and psychological phenomena which is only used by few men and women around the world so that they can infiltrate into the consciousness and psyche and whole psychological architecture of other men and women in it in one way or another. So this process is basically used by few men and women to basically infiltrate and penetrate into the basically consciousness of other men and women who might be weak and deficient in their consciousness. But then again, we are always hypnotized. We are always hypnotized and deluded because of our own delusions and facades and lies which we create by our mindset that don't exist in reality, that don't relate to basically truthfulness, because we suffer more often in imagination and anticipation than in reality, because we are frightened, not that we have something dangerous or killing before us, but because we suffer in anticipation and not necessarily always in reality. That is the thing we need to try to understand, that we suffer because of the kind of anticipation and delusion and facade which our mind creates, which we create with our own fears and obsessions and anxieties, which we fail to moderate and control and tame and discipline. Also, our desire, lust, alongside our validation, attention, approval, possessions, wealth, riches, because we don't have much temperance, discipline, moderation, and control in us, and we're also divorced from any or much self-knowledge, self-evaluation, self-reflection, and self-evaluation in our lives also, which makes us believe that we have everything. And also the kind of man that are delusional always fall into the hypnotic processes of the others. They always fall into the others' hypnotisms. Obviously, hypnotism works upon those men who want to be hypnotized because of their absence of self-knowledge, critical thinking, consciousness in their lives in one way or another. And that is the thing we need to try to understand, that it's not that we're bad, but because we lack control in us. So definitely, we should prioritize what we can control, what we cannot control. We can only control our own mind with self-knowledge. We can decide what we need, what we don't, and that is it. If we can live with temperance, self-knowledge, self-sufficiency, and self-control and discipline, that is everything. And when it comes to delusion, then we're always being delusional because we believe in something or another that is either not real, that does not exist in reality, but only to suffice our own vanity, to appease our ego. We try to live up to the others' judgments, opinion, standards. We try to suffice or satisfy social demands, outside boundaries, public expectations and needs, which